No, this is not a repeat. And yes, it's massive. So first up is the Finnish bunker silo. This is by Luxu, 1.97 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under silos. And that's going to cost you 50 grand to buy. And it's, well, let's face it, it's a bunker silo. Not quite sure what makes it Finnish, mind you, because, well, let's face it, it's made of concrete, like most bunker silos are. But all right, chuck your stuff in, your chaffage, and get it all compacted down, make a bit of silage. Well, next up is the new Holland Discbine 313. This is by Hispano, 6.35 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under mowers. Now, it's got a 90 horsepower requirement for my tractor, 4 metre working width, and a 13 mile an hour working speed for 20.5 grand to buy. You then have the option to change the main colour, which is obviously going to be the main colour, and then the rim colour is obviously going to be the rim. Oh, saying that, there's some chromes there. There we are. Does your wheels, does your rims. Alright, fair enough. Right, next up is the Pöttinger Impress 125 FC Pro. This is by Hispano, 31.96 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under round balers. Now, it's got a 4,000 litre capacity, because obviously that's going to be, well, the standard size that it comes out the shop of your bale sizage. We'll call it that anyway. 130 horsepower requirement for my tractor, and it's going to do 125 centimetre round bales. So it's only going to do the one size, which is where the 4,000 litre capacity comes in. That's going to cost you 78.5 grand if you don't have, obviously, your consumables already in there from the shop. Well, you can change that if you wanted to. Then have the option of wrapper designs. You've got standard, you've got with bale on end turner, and then standard. So if you are baling on the side of a field, yeah, have that on. It just flips them up so they don't roll away into a river or something like that. All right, fair enough. You can then have your round bale net, and you've got your film binding, and you can have it as empty, and the same with your bale wrap as well. You can have different colours, so it comes with white, black, green, nature green, and then empty as an option. Your main colour is going to be those bits. Your design colour is going to be those bits. The design colour again, we'll go for blue. I was going to do the old pickup on the front, and then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. All right, fair enough. Right, next up is the Salford 8312. This is by Hispano, 8.53 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under ploughs. Now, you're going to need a 360 horsepower tractor to pull this along with a 5.5 metre working width and a 7 mile an hour working speed and a 65 grand price tag. The options you've got is to change the main colour, so that is going to do, well, let's face it, it's going to do all of it. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be the rims. Now, bearing in mind, this is a slant plough. I don't even know if that's the correct word. That's what I call them anyway. So it's going to, I'd say it's fairly big. I don't particularly like them because I like to get a nice square edge if I'm making a field, definitely. But all right, fair enough. Right, next up is the Väderstad Spirit R300S. This is by Hispano. It says I think it's just turned into the Hispano show. There's loads of them from this matter. 17.21 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Cedars. Now, it's got a 2,800 litre capacity, 110 horsepower requirement for me tractor, 3 metre working width, and a 9 mile an hour working speed for 48 grand. The only options is to change the main colours. It's going to do that bit, and then the rim colour is obviously going to do the rims. Now, to be fair, I think most of these so far, were they base game ones in 22? Is Hispano giving us the options that Giant should have done in the first place? All right, just saying. Right, next up is the Kverneland DG II 12,000. This is by Hispano, 19.73 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this under Cedars. Now, I definitely think these Hispanos doing us a solid with all these. They're definitely stuff that should have been base game, so fair play to Hispano, doing some quality work for the old community there. Now, this has got a 6,000 litre capacity, 230 horsepower requirement for me tractor, with a 12 mile an hour, well, with a 12 metre working width and 11 mile an hour working speed, and I need to get some new teeth. 168.5 grand to buy. The colour options are going to be, your main one is going to be obviously the main bit, and then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. All right, fair enough. Right, next up is the Bourgault 3420-100 Paralink Hojo Plus 71-300 air cart. Man, that's a long name. This is by Hispano, 48.91 megabyte on the download. And you may be thinking, didn't we have one of these before? Well, yes, we did. But it's a 332076 Paralink oak drill and the air cart on the back. So a little bit smaller than the previous one. Now, this is the big boy because you are going to need 600 horsepower from your tractor. I mean, it's going to do 30.5 meter on the old working width and 11 mile an hour working speed. Going to cost you 430.5 grand to buy. The color options, so that's going to be your main bit. So we'll go over green. That's going to do those bits just there. Your design color, I will go over red. It's going to do those bits. And then your rim color is obviously going to do your rims. Now, obviously, that's the old seeding unit. The actual seed holder is going to be this one here. Now, it's going to do your seed and your solid fertilizer. So it's got 45,810 litre capacity, obviously split between the two, which is all right indeed. It's going to cost you 331.5 grand, and you've got the option to change the main colour, which is going to do that bit, and then your rim colour is obviously going to do the rims. Now, this thing is huge. I mean, I've gone and got this tractor. It's got like 1,000 horsepower, and to be fair, even that sort of struggles a little bit. Now, I will say, the front bit, no swivel axle on there, so it's straight into the frame, which is great. But these wheels, they don't make it easy to manoeuvre, I must admit. Then you have got the swivel axle on the front of the old C-cart at the back. But all this pipe work, that just looks awesome. I mean, if you've got big fields, like on 4 fields that we're on now, it's huge and it looks brilliant. I love it. Right, so once we get the all hooked up like we got here, which is a bit of a challenge, I must admit, you then you come to your field, you then do A, B and A. You're going to unfold it. Now it's an interesting unfold, so it folds it down first, then it's going to like pivot out like a fan and then pull it all together, which is interesting because you then got the top bits that fold down as well. So it's going to, you know, do the old swivel out like that. There we are, and then and those middle bits are going to fold down like that. Then you're away to go. Oh, fair enough. I mean, you are going to need something. It's a big thing. It is a big thing. So do I own this field? Let's oh no, let's go buy this field. That would be a good idea. No, I don't want to visit. Oh, I'm miles away from me tractor now. That's better. Right, so let's buy the field. Come on, let's do this properly. There we are. Right, buy it. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, so we'll lower it down. We'll turn it on. There we go. I mean, if we zoom right out. Oh dear. That being said, what's this field state? Crop type is harvested. So it's a direct drill. We're not needing to plough or cultivate. 30 metre. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think there's many tractors that's going to be able to use this, mind you. But if you've got one, oh, you could be smashing out big fields, no problem. Right, next up is the Kverneland IXter B18. Again, this is by Hispano, 30.5 megabyte on the download. And I remember this on 22, so definitely a shout out to Hispano. Some great work there. And obviously, you're going to be finding this under sprayers. So it's got an 1800 litre capacity. So it's going to do your liquid fertilizer and your herbicide. 18 metre working width with a 9 mile an hour working speed for 26.5 grand. You can then change the working width. So spin it back around like that. There we are. So you can have it as a 24, 28, or an 18. 28 metre working width on the back of your tractor. All right, fair enough. You then got your main colour, so that's going to be doing, well, everything, let's face it. Now, obviously, 1800 litres at 28 metre working width is not going to last you long. So you've got this 1100 litre capacity, obviously supplementary liquid box to go on the front of your tractor. 4.5 grand to buy, and you got the same colour options as before. But that 28 metre, oh, that's ace. All right, let's have a little look at it. Let's unfold it. Got the 28 metre. I mean, this is going to be huge. I mean, I thought that cedar, that's 30 metres. Well, this is going to be just as big, well, more or less anyway. Metre either end, just a little bit short. But look at the state. I mean, it's not finished yet. That's the last bit. Look at the state of that. That is brilliant. Next up is the Goldhofer STZ-VP pack. This is by HR Force and Bourgault. 11.12 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under low loaders. So first off, we've got the VP2. So it's going to be the 2-axle on the back. It's going to cost you 40 grand if you don't get any optional extras. You can change the tyre pattern. So you've got HT3, HT3, and then back to the original. Warning signs. So we have got no or yes. It's going to put those on there like that. Center plates, no or yes. It's going to be putting those in the middle. You then got your ramps at the front, which is going to be that. I mean, to be fair, when you come back to that, you may want those, you may not. It's entirely up to you. You then have the ramps at the back, and then you can either have nothing. Then you got your option of beacon lights. So you've got on the left. They're going to be above. Ah, there you are, just above the old bumper. On the right. Left and right, then design number 2 on the left, on the right, and then both. Number 3 on the left and the right, and both. Number 4, left, right, and both. Number 5, all right, as before. 6, okay, you carry on. So it's 7. So 7 options. It's 8 options or nothing. Right, so you got 8 different options. 8 different designs of beacons. You can have them on the left, on the right, or both. Right, fair enough. Then you've got the holding system on the back. So you can have it as auto or your tension belts. Obviously, you go for whichever one you want. You got your main colour, which is going to be doing your main colour. There we are. The design colour, I'm going to have a blue. It's going to do that bit. Your rim colour, it's obviously going to do your rims. Now, if you think, do you know what, I don't want a two-wheel axle, a 2-axle version. Well, they've got the 3-axle version, same options as before. So you can have your ramps on, entirely up to you. I mean, the 3-axle one is a little bit longer at the back. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Now, this is awesome, I must admit. So once you've got it all hooked up to your lorry, we've got a few different things we can do. So RB&A is going to be putting those ramps down like that. We then do RB and toggle work mode. So left stick in is going to be putting some little side bits out. There we are, we'll zoom in. That's a bit better. And be putting those warning signs out on the front like that. Or you can have them move back in. Then if we actually go, because this is 2 separate bits. So we have got that bit there, and then we've got this bit here. So they are 2 separate bits, which is ace. So if we toggle onto the back bit, here we go. Right, here's where the magic happens. So if we do LB and right stick left and right. Look at that. I mean, it was long enough before. It's even longer. It's like a little magic trick. Oh, that's ace. Although, to be fair, what's he doing with me ramps? Let's put the ramps out. We've got to put them back in again. Okay, fair enough. And then you've got the option here. I'm trying to get a good view of it. There we are. That should be right. If you do RB and right stick up and down, it's going to lift the back end up. There, no, down. There we are. A bit further out. That's it. It's going to move it up on the rear axle. And then RB and left stick in. Yeah, it's got a bit of a wider load on the go. Oh, that's it. I mean, that is just ridiculously long now. Right, fair enough. But obviously, if you've got a really, really big, cumbersome, maybe like an excavator sort of thing, that you don't really want to get up and over those ramps, what you can do is make sure you're on the back piece like that. Then detach. There we are. So obviously you pull your vehicle on the front of it now, and you just back up your lorry like that, hook it all up, and away you go. Oh, fair enough. Right, next up is the Krampe SKS Pack. This is by HR Force and Bourgault. 19.2 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under trailers. So we've got the SKS 2950, 40,000 litre capacity, and it's going to cost you 80 grand if you don't have a couple of the optional extras. There we are, turn those off. That's better. So that's your standard base version. You do have your option of Continental, Nokian, Trelleborg, BKT, then Continental again. And there is some white writing if you want to go for them. Sports trailer. All right, fair enough. Additional lighting, yes or no. I was going to be putting those on the side, just like that. decals on the side. So you've got Design 1, Design 2, ABI, Agco, Agrifac, Agrisem, Agrimaz, Albert. I can see where this is going. It's going to be all the brands that we've got in the game, isn't it? Let's face it. Let's just, yeah, pretty much. You could have it branded any way you like. It's literally got all the brands. Regardless, it doesn't even have to be like a tractor brand. I mean, got like Farm Tech. Right, here we are. That's what we need to do. It's a Fendt trailer. I mean, it's got all sorts. Gearing off, Geisner, Govile. You basically brand your trailer as you see fit. Because, you know, why not? I mean, it's even got Heiser mat. That's like a wood chipper. All right, fair enough. Pick whichever one you want. There is loads. Absolutely loads in there. You then got decals on the back. So if that wasn't enough, you could have them on the back as well. It's got Design 1, Design 2. Oh, Rhino. No, have the Rhino on the back. Or not yet. Leave that on. Leave it on. That's ace. Cover, yes or no. It's going to be putting the cover on. You then got the capacity. So realistic, 40,000 litres. Unrealistic, 400,000. Yes. Every day of the week. Why not? You then got your main colour, 400,000. That's ace. Oh, love it. So you got your main colour. That's going to be doing that bit. Your design colour. We'll go over blue. What did that do? Are we supposed to have something on? It's not changed anything blue. Is it because we got certain decals on? Oh, we'll go right back. Oh, all the way through. Right back to the beginning of all the... I got a feeling it's the decal colour. Come on. Come on. Go on, thumb. Go faster. Right, there we are. Design 2. No, it's not. It's not changed. It's not changed those colours. Which is interesting. So what does the blue do? Interesting. All right, we'll carry on. We'll carry on anyway. Reflector colour section. Go over red. You're going to do those bits. You then got your cover colour, which is obviously going to be your cover. Oh man, that's bright. That's bright against the pink. Anyway, outer rim colour, we'll go over red. You then got your inner rim colour, we'll go over chrome, because obviously, and then that's your options. That's yeah, those pink and that green do not go together. But you may be thinking, even with 400,000 litre capacity, that's not really big enough. Well, they've got you covered with that because they've got this. Oh, the SKS 301050. Same options as before, apart from one. You come down, you've got realistic, so 60,000 litre capacity. Unrealistic, 600,000. There we are. Over 500,000 litre capacity on that one. Oh, why not? Next up is the Damcon PL-40. This is by Podscap. 2.44 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it under tree planters. Now, this looks like someone's stolen the wheels off of it, but all right, fair enough. It's going to hold 1 pallet of tree saplings, and it's going to have 120 horsepower requirement for my tractor, 1 metre working width, and a 4 mile an hour working speed for 17.5 grand. You may be thinking, don't we have one of these in the game? Well, yes, we do, but that one has got wheels on the front. That one looks like it's not been in a salvage yard, but okay, you do whatever you want. Obviously, it's going to do your tree saplings. So you're going to be planting whatever tree you fancy down. So something a little different. Next up is the Guilbart Delta 850. This is by Landray. 3.1 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under subsoilers. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that a new brand? Guilbart Constructor? Oh, I know. Fair. I don't remember seeing that, but okay, fair enough. 100 horsepower requirement for your tractor, 3 metre working width, and a 7 mile an hour working speed. It's going to cost you 10 grand. So small farming shenanigans, no problem. But that being said, small farming shenanigans has now got a new brand in the game, which is all right indeed. And next up is the Namyslo front cutler. This is by JMZ, 4.67 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under mulches. Now, this requires 60 horsepower from your tractor. It's got 3 metre working width and a 12 mile an hour working speed for 4,450. You can then change the option of protective covers. So you can have number 1, yes. Number 2, no. All right, so number 1 is the top bit. You then got yes, it's going to be the bottom bits. And then number 2 is not the top bits, but has got the bottom bits. And then nothing altogether. You then got the option of lights, yes or no. Well, that being said, right, it's called a front cutler. but they're rear lights. Not quite sure we'd have those on the front, but all right, fair enough. Then you've got your main colour. We'll go with that. That's going to do your covers. Then you've got your design colour. It's going to do that. Well, to be fair, I thought it was going to do all of it, but it's going to do the old digging bits. All right, fair enough. Put one of these on the front. Get the mulching done, 3 metre. Get like your seeder on the back, cultivator on the back, that sort of thing. Yeah, 2 jobs in one. And next up is the Aebi CC66. This is by Weekend Farmers Texas. 2.24 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it under mowers. Now, it's got an 18 horsepower engine, although it is a push mower, so that's just for doing the trimmer blades. But all right, fair enough. It's got 5 mile an hour top speed, 2 mile an hour, like 2 meter working width, and a 5 mile an hour working speed, and it can cost you 14 grand to buy. Do you have the option of wheel brands? You've got BKT, Trelleborg, Lizard, and then BKT again. And obviously, if you go for the Lizard, look at the state of those. It's got spike roller rides. Right, fair enough. I mean, you've got your main colour. Oh, what's that one? AB red too. Just all right, different colour red. So we'll go with that. It's going to do the main bits like that. Design colour is going to do that bit. And then your rim colour, I'm not even sure this is going to work on here. Let's go green. No, it's because we've got the spike rollers on, isn't it? There we are. That's better. Now, obviously this is let's start it up. You start yourself up, but okay. So we're going to do Albion X, turn it on, lower it down, and away you go. So trimming. We're doing well. That's all right. You then have the option of work mode. So currently we've got it on swath, which is all right. So it's leaving the grass there. Yeah, we're going to have to come and pick it up later, but no problem. And then I've got landscape maintenance. Let's give that a go. So now it's not leaving the grass behind. So if you just want to trim the grass, you just think, oh, I can't be bothered with picking it up afterwards. Yeah, put the old landscape maintenance on, and it just cuts the grass for you. You haven't got to deal with it again. Oh, fair enough. And next up is the Aebi TT281 Plus. This is by Hispano, 13.69 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under small tractors. Now, this has got a 109 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, and a 92 grand price tag. You can then change the wheel brands. You've got your Mitas, your Trelleborg, and then back to Mitas again. And on those, yeah, the twins all round. That is all right. You got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. Oh, a nice little midnight blue there. That'll do. Then you've got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. Now, I like the bit on the front of this because obviously you can move that from side to side. So you just want to, get like a pallet fork on there or something. You just nudge it in the way. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is the new Holland W190D. This is by Hispano, 25.66 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under wheel loaders. Now, it's got a 234 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, and 176 grand to buy. You have the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Väderstad, Nokian, and then back to Trelleborg on the tyres. You've got your wheel setups, you've got your standard, you've got some twins on the front. Oh, why no twins on the back? All right, fair. I'd imagine they don't normally have them on the outside. Well, in the real life anyway. Okay, carry on. You then got your main colour, which is going to be that bit. I would have thought it'd done the rest as well, but your design colour is going to do... Oh, we'll go for red. It's going to do those bits. Wow. All right, that's going to... And the rim colour is going to be your rims. Oh, I like that. Change the design colours, change the hubs as well. That goes nice against the old chrome. All right, fair enough. Next up is the Grimme Varitron 470 Platinum Terra Trac. This is by Hispano, 48.56 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Potato Technology. Now, obviously, this carries on with what we've had from Hispano today. Stuff from 22 that potentially, arguably, should have been base game. But all right, great work from Hispano. Now it's got a 435 horsepower engine, 26 mile an hour top speed, 9,590 litre capacity on the old potato tank, and a 3.2 metre working width with a 6 mile an hour working speed. It's going to cost you 495 grand. Although the other base game one we've got in 25, yeah, it's a bit more expensive, and you have got double the capacity. So you go for whichever one you want. And the only options are going to be your main colour. So we'll go with Deutschfahr green. There we are. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. Go for the chrome, always. But that being said, got tracks on the back. You got to love a vehicle with tracks. Right, next up is the Holmer Terra T440. This is by Hispano, 31.72 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Beat Harvesters. Now, I'm thinking again, 22 base version brought back to 25. Fair enough, good work. Although, to be fair, I mean, this one, it's got a 626 horsepower engine, 45,000 litre capacity, which is a touch slower, well, a touch less horsepower than the Terra 5. All right, so it's the previous version, but okay, no problem. You have the option of Michelin, Trelleborg, Mitas, BKT, and then back to Michelin on the tyres. You've got your main colour, which again is going to be your main colour, and then you've got your rim colour, which is going to be your rims. Now, obviously, this is going to need something on the front, and you've got this, the old HR12, 5.4 metre working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 106.5 grand to buy. Again, match it up with your main vehicle. So this is going to do your red beet and your sugar beet. And then if you don't fancy driving around with your header on the front of your vehicle, you've got this header trailer to get it all moved around. 12 grand to buy. Main colour, I mean, you could match it up with the rest of your vehicle. And then you've got your rim colour, which is going to be your rims. All right, a little bit of an old school throwback. And next up is the Husqvarna TS146XK. This is by Agrotono, 10.04 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under mowers. Now, it's got a 36 horsepower engine, 15 mile an hour top speed, and a 12 mile an hour working speed for just under 2,400. You do have the option of wheel brands. You've got your Michelin, your Lizard, your BKTs, your Nokians, Väderstad, Trelleborg, and then Michelin's again. Although saying that, got the old Lizard, got the old airless tyres, they look all right. And come down, we've got seat models, you've got number 1 or number 2. You then got your bumper, yes or no. You got your main colour, which is going to be your main colour, and your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. Now, obviously, it doesn't look much like a mower as it currently stands. That's because you're going to need a couple of extra things. Well, you're going to need one thing, to be fair. This one, the old Bio Clip, 20 horsepower requirement, 1 metre working width, and a 12 mile an hour working speed for 1,100. Again, you can change the main colour, match it up to your vehicle, or you could just go for this one, which is all in one, exactly the same thing, just already attached. Entirely up to you which one you go for. Now, obviously, that's going to trim the grass for you, no problem. If you want to collect the grass, you're going to need the old double collector on the back. So it starts off with 1,000 litre capacity, 1.4 metre working width, and a 12 mile an hour working speed, but you can change it to 2,000, 3,000, and 4,000. Now, once you've got all your stuff out, if you've gone for the non-connected version, what you are going to have to do is, well, basically, drive over it. There we are, attach that, and then we'll, easy, we'll back up and we'll attach the old box on the back, like that. Now, depending on which one you go for, well, depending on what you want to do, you go RB and left stick in, toggle work mode. So currently that's going to be going into the back of your box, and then if you want to just chuck it out the side, no problem. So if we just turn it on, lower it down, so RB and X, no, wrong one, lift that up. No, I don't know how you'll work it, that's better. Right, onto the mower, RB and X, turn it on, RB and B, lower it down, there we are. So it's just going to chuck it out the side, no problem. If you wanted to collect it all, you do RB and left stick in, so it's going to be putting it all up like that. But no, you need to turn the back box on as well. So turn that on, and we need to lower it down. It's interesting, was it? It should hook up. Right, there we are. Maybe we need to turn it on first. Then we can. Wait up a minute. Why is it all still chucking it out the side? Let's toggle the work mode again. Put that down. Put that off. Go on the back bit. Lift up, pick up. Now we'll put the pickup down. There we are. The loading wagon's working. It's still chucking it out the side. There we are. We've got the pipe attached. Ah, now we're doing. Why is it? It's still chucking it outside. It's like it can't pick it up quick enough. Right, okay, fair enough. Maybe you might need to have a little bit of a clear up afterwards. Right, next next up is the John Deere 768L2 SwingBoom. This is by Woodcraft Modding, 23.06 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under forwarders. Now, this is a beast of a machine. Look at this data. I mean, I'm not into me forestry by any stretch of the imagination, but you got to admire the size of this thing. It's huge. 281 horsepower engine, 15 mile an hour top speed, and you can pull 15 ton. Which is all right indeed. You have your BKT, Ollisfors, Trelleborg, Nokian tyres, BKT again. To be fair, I quite like those. They're all right. Then you've got your different versions. Obviously, you go pick whichever one you want. You've got your windows. You've got your standard. You can have it as tinted or back to standard. Grapple on shield. Yes or no. So if you don't just want to move your logs out of the way, you want to sort of lift them and position them. Yeah, get the grapples on the go. Main colour, it's obviously going to be your main colour. Oh, painted John Deere red. That's going to upset a few people. Your rim colours, it's going to be your rims. Oh, it's like a Massey Ferguson. But all right, we'll ignore that. Right, next up is the Lizard CF210. This is by Pascal Counts, 14.46 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under forklifts. Now, this is definitely a heavy-duty version for you. Now, it's got a 210 horsepower engine, 32 mile an hour top speed, and a 96 gram price tag. You can then change the wheel brands. So you've got your Nokian, Mitas, Continental, Väderstad, BKT, and then back to Nokian again. You do have the option to have a windshield guard, yes or no. Your main colour is going to be your main colour, and your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. Now, it being a heavy-duty version, you can do a few things. I mean, you can RB and right stick, left and right. You can move the old forks in and out, which is always great. But because it's a big old chunky boy, you can go in and move somebody's tractor out of the way. Because, you know, yeah, if somebody parks in your spot, yeah, there's always somebody that's going to be parking in your spot, and they just come and move the tractor. So, you know, you're not parking there at all. Alright, fair enough. And next up is the Grapple Yarder. This is by Kenny456, 23.01 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under miscellaneous. And this is interesting, I must admit. 340 horsepower engine, 6 mile an hour working, well, top speed. If that's anything, that's not really a top speed. All right, fair enough. 240 grand to buy. If you don't go for the optional beacon light, it's going to have an extra 500 on it. You do have the option of standard or tinted windows. Then you've got your main colour, which is going to be, we'll go with those bits. It's going to do those bits. You've got your body colour, we'll go with that. It's going to do that bit. Your arm colour is obviously going to do the arm. And then you've got your track colour, which is obviously going to do your tracks. Now, what makes this interesting is you've got all those usual shenanigans. You know, you got your crane style thing. You know, you can move it around, open up the grabs, jobs are good, and that sort of thing. Right, no problem. But what this does have is L, B, and A. Set up yarder rope. Boom, there you are. And you may be thinking, do you know what? That's well close. I'm not going to be moving logs around like that. That's ridiculous. But, and I'm pressing forwards and backwards. It's not moving anywhere, because what you need to do is LB and right stick up and down. Now tell light, you need to press Y first. There you are. Get it on control group rope base. Now we can do it. LB and right stick up and down is going to move it forwards. Well, down's going to move it away from you. Up is going to pull it towards you. Then left and right is obviously going to do left and right. Then if you do RB, sorry, and right stick up and down, it's going to put it in the ground or raise it up a little. So just get it right where you want it to be. And RB left and right is going to raise the pole itself. There we are. Fair enough. So once you've got it all set up, you then can then use your yarder like normal. So you go back into it, go back to your crane. So that should mean then that that's interesting. I can't even see. Let's have a little zoom out a bit better. I mean, this thing's huge. So that should mean the old cable should be able to move backwards and forwards, which is interesting. So what if we go that way? No, that's going to be the base. That's no good. So how'd you get the old... No, we don't want that. So you want it on crane there. So that's going to move that around. We want the yarder itself. There we are. RB and right stick up and down to move the yarder backwards and forwards. And then left and right is going to raise it up and down. And then once you're finished, we just do LB and A, remove the yarder rope, and it's gone. Away you go. Oh, that's something different entirely. And the last mod for the day is the map Louisiana Map. This is by Andrade ML, Renegados Modding and ML Studio. 150.19 megabyte on the download, and you are going to need some required mods. There's only 4. I'm going to put them up on the screen now. Yeah, it's not too much, not too bad. We've seen worse. Now, if you're coming on New Farmer, you're going to be using 1,502 slots. Now, also, if you're coming on New Farmer, you're going to own a bit of land. In particular, area number 19, which is that area here. So we've got our main start farm there, a couple of cow areas, bit of grass, and then some fields as well, which is not bad. You start a fairly decent bit of land, I must admit. But what I do like about this, they're not square, so obviously it's not worker friendly. Well, to be fair, the workers are a bit better in 25 over 22, but you know, you're still gonna have to pay attention. I like these as well. It's got little veins of grassery going through the middle of the fields. They're not just straight up grass. It's not just straight up crop. You are going to have to work your way around it, which is all right. Now, the old start farm itself. So we're here. We got our wardrobe trigger. Grandpa's there, like a weirdo. All right, we'll carry on. Come around here. We've got our sleep trigger just there. Dog's knocking around somewhere. He's just chilling. Don't know where he is. Probably in the old cornfields. But, you know, all right, fair enough. We've got a storage shed here for your hand equipment. So you've got your brush, your spray cans, and then your chainsaws just there. Around to the right of that is going to be your chicken coop. So you've got your egg pallet spawn point. You've got your animal dialogue box. And then your food goes into there. Now, I've got 30 chickens in there. I didn't put them in. They're already there by the map maker, which is all right indeed. And we'll come around here. Obviously, that's our big field just there as well. Got loads of equipment out in the, well, area. I mean, don't put it in a shed. You know, why would you want to keep it under lock and key? Someone might steal it, but all right. Loading in and loading out for your silos is just there. You then got a fuel tank. So you got your, well, to be fair, that's quite narrow. Right by that tree. I'll take that tree out. Yeah, make it a little bit easier to get to the fuel, get to the trigger point on there, but okay. This is going to be full, which is all right indeed. 25 grand, 25,000 litres in there. A bit of storage for your harvester as well. We're going to come around here because we've got another little bit. So we've got a horse pasture, barn, stable, whatever you want to call it. So you've got your food going into there. You then come around and you've got your animal dialogue box just here. So this has already got 4 horses in. Yeah, it's going to hold 15. I didn't put those horses in either. So far, we've got chickens and we've got horses for free. That is all right. I mean, you come over here, you've got an electric charging point for your vehicles. You've got this door that opens up like that. Nice big shed in there. That's all right. Oh, and you've got a jet wash. Not bad at all. And we're coming out of here. We're going to go over the road here a little because we have got another shed. So we've got, well, to be fair, we've got a side piece. Got this little shed that opens up like that. There you are. You can store some, pick up a truck in there, that sort of thing. We're going to come around. Oh, what's this? This looks interesting. Can we go in there? Is that just for decoration? Looks like it's just for decoration. Could have been something else, but all right. We've got this shed opens up like that. There we are. Plenty of storage in there. No problem. Then we're going to come out. We want, well, ideally, you'd come around here, especially if you're using a vehicle. Because first up, we've got a cow pasture just here. No cows in this one, unlike the other unlike the other animal areas we've already seen. So it's going to have water, you can have your food, and then you got your animal dialogue box just there. So it's going to hold 125. And we'll come out and we'll go down the road. And to be fair, I quite like this. It's definitely got character. When you come down, it's like the road's in a little bit of a ditch. When you got the dirt bits on the side, got the rocks poking through, you know, a little bit of a, was it a gravel path? Oh, I like it. When you got all the foliage there, this is looking nice, I must admit. So we come up here to the second cow area, and when I say cow area, this whole bit there, that's the pasture for your cows, and that's a little bit strange, and we'll come back to that in a minute. So we've got a shed that you open up there, so you've got a bit more equipment in there, and we've got our bunker silo just there. So for your cows, you've got your slurry taking out point, You got your loading in point for your food and your straw. And then round here is going to be your milk taking out point and animal dialogue box. Now, this cow pasture obviously goes all the way out that side. Also goes all the way down there. Then we come around, we go to the animal dialogue box. It's only going to hold 159. Now, this pasture is rather large for it to only hold 159 cows. I thought there'd have been more than that, but alright, fair enough. Now, sticking with the land that we do own, we own all the way basically up to the main road. So we'll carry on down, and this next little area, I would say, is ripe for a bit of production. Yeah, at the end of your farmyard, farm lane, farm driveway, whatever you want to call it, this shed over here, this, I'd say they look like military bunkers, though, don't they? Well, they do in the UK anyway. You got the use of it. You can open it up like that, no problem. Plenty of storage in it, great. Something down here, like a farm sell point. You know, you bring your stuff, like a farm shop, that sort of thing. You got a little seating area. Yeah. Oh, I like it. I like it. Now, obviously, we've been having a little look around the start farm, and there is a bit of equipment. So what do we start with? Well, we've got the Agromaz POV5XL, and to be fair, I'm quite sure what's going on with the shop. It only seems to be on this map. The other shops on a different map seem okay, but all right, maybe it's undercover. Maybe it's maybe it's a dodgy shop that you're buying your equipment from. We've got the Aprilia RX125, the Class Evian 450, the Class Vario 620, the Challenger MT665, the Deutz-Fahr AgroStar 8.31, the Fendt Cargo T740, the Great Plains Solid Stand 1500, the International CV Series, the J&M Extended Reach 1112, the Kuhn HR6040 RCS, the Kuhn Primor 15070M, the Krampe Ram Body AS750 Plus, the Kroger PWO24, the Kverneland Optima RS, the Karcher HDS 918-4M, the Maxi Bale Fork, the Nardi N40BX, the Silo King Trailed Line 4.0 System 1000 Plus, and the 10 Winkle Pack 1000. Now, to be fair, it's yeah, I think this is going to need an update. Maybe just for the shop. Maybe pay the electric bill so you can actually see what's going on. I mean, it's got a little bit of a, mysterious look to it. But I think once you get the big piece of equipment in there, yeah, you struggle to see what's going on. But all right, apart from that, it's looking good though. And I must admit, look, like this is the part of the field I like. It's not just one big field. You potentially could plough out those bits, but it just gives it a little bit of character. It's like that's where the waterways of yesteryear used to run through and into the streams, that sort of thing. I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, you've got like this stream here. You've got different levels. You got little ditches that's running around on all the different fields. Oh, this is ace.